Hey friends, Erin Laporto here with Daily Elevations. Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys know that I am all about self-love. Like, can't get enough of kind of the study and supporting people in finding that ability to hold themselves with love and compassion and use that spaciousness to heal, to support their dreams, to just live the best life that you were born and have a right to be living. So yesterday I talked about maybe making some changes in your life while we're going through this change anyways that would serve you. Today I wanted to talk about the really powerful way of doing that, which is go slow. Now, what do I mean by that? Martha Beck is an amazing coach. And she's written books, she's really world renowned. And she says if you want to start going to the gym, which I understand none of us can do right now, but if you want to start going to the gym, the best way to do that is to build a habit. And build that habit slowly. So step one would be choosing the gym you want to go to, driving to the parking lot, turning the car off, turning the car back on, and then going home. That's day one. Day two, going to the gym, getting out of the car, walking into the gym, checking things out, turning back, getting in the car, going home. Day three, go to the gym, get out of the car, go into your locker room, put your gym clothes on, take your gym clothes off, get back to your car and go home. Do you see how this is almost getting you to want to work out? Gosh, I'm here. Let me just go for it. But that's the thing. Most of us take these life changes and we put them on our shoulders like, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and it's going to look like this, and it's going to change so much. And it's like, whoa, that's a lot of pressure for one body and one mind to get through. But teasing it a little bit, making that desire build a little bit, day four, you're getting out of your car, walking into the gym, putting your gym clothes on, spending 5 minutes on one of those machines, coming out and coming home. And you can just build it up really slow like that so that you don't have those crash days of, God, I pushed my body, I pushed my mind, I felt miserable through it, but that it can be a fun, gradual process all the time. So since we don't have gyms, you might just build with choosing to do 1 minute of exercise or something a day, or to take just one little piece of, maybe have a quarter less portion on one of your meals that you might normally, or to engage with at least one heartfelt connection each day and make sure that you get that before you go to bed. But thinking about what area of my life do I most want to see change in, and what is the minimal amount of effort I can put in and be successful in. So the other way to do this, because even Martha Beck's the dancer. Martha Graham is the coach. Sorry about that. Even Martha's strategy of going 5 minutes up at a time or adding little increments to it, there are other strategies that are even more successful, because every time we make a change and we put some energy and action into taking better care of ourselves, of our families, of our environment, it starts to grow on its own. So like a simple thing that I've done is just add water. Make sure I get the most water that I'm supposed to be drinking every day. And when that happens, there's all these other things that automatically start to fall into place, because we are actually, whole. We're not the parts sometimes we think, I have to do this, but we're whole. So it has an effect on everything. And that's like people start practicing yoga and all of these different areas of their life start to change. So trusting that the tiniest little change can create massive change and massive improvements without the effort and trying. A friend of mine wanted to get up earlier, so he decided before he goes to bed, he has those blackout blinds, to just crack open the blinds so that he starts to wake up with the natural sunlight. And how that tiny little improvement, right? So small, but that actually improves his entire morning. And every time he wakes up with those, windows cracked and the sunlight coming in, he feels, oh, I did that. Oh, the sun makes me happy. Oh, I'm ready. Like we get to actually say, yes, I'm awesome. And that feeling of, yes, I'm awesome because I did this tiny little thing that I committed to continues to power up our strength to do more, our feel-good energy about taking care of ourselves and what that likes. So we're not sitting there with this weighted energy of I have to go work out. I have to do this other thing. Like that's a bummer. But what if your only commitment was to 1 minute of working out every day? And you did that for a whole month and then you're like, okay, I'll commit to 2 minutes every day for a whole month, and then you move up, I'll commit to 3 minutes. These kinds of changes that are almost microscopic have been proven to be the most effective way to really change habits and really change lives. Most of the time we set these big goals, we try to use our willpower to get through them, and then we crash and burn, and then we feel like failures and we go back to our old routines. But we didn't even notice how many muscles we engaged in that. And when we have that minimal level of commitment, sure, if you feel like working out, if you feel like doing a hard thing one day, and obviously I keep using the workout term because it's easy to kind of relate to, but you can do this with any kind of goal. But, you could have that full hour intensive thing one day, but knowing that you just have a 1 minute commitment to get to the next day. So just play with the smallest factor that you can shift, knowing that it's built out of love for yourself or love for your community or love for something. Goals that are made to smack us in the head and be like, you need to be better than you are, those never feel good. But basing it on love, notice what you can come up with. That's what I've got. Small commitments, high success rate, higher rewards in the long term. You guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to you all, and I will see you next week with more Daily Elevations.